So recently, I've had some terrible accusations, some harassment in my comments and DMs, and have even been planned to be exposed on May the 5th by a YouTuber who I've already talked about on this channel. I'd like to go over a few different people, which is why I'm saying calling out these YouTubers, multiple, and obviously, because I get a lot of claims that these videos are also for hate and harassment, which they definitely are not. You see in the beginning of the videos, I always try and do my best by saying, yeah, it's not intended for hate and harassment. In most of my beginning of the videos, and in all of my videos, it's not intended for hate and harassment. It's intended to spread awareness to the public and my audience. The first YouTuber I'd like to talk about is Aviation Prime. I'm not including the gaming, because it keeps changing it. But this YouTuber has constantly been harassing me and my fans in my comment sections on my community posts and my videos, and has constantly been spreading lies and misinformation around, and has even made even more homophobic comments even after saying sorry, which is definitely not going to cut it. If you push someone to and then say forget about it, which is just morally wrong, and it's genuinely shocking to see from someone I used to be friends with. I have made some notes, so I'm going to begin. He's an extreme homophobe, produces and promotes toxic content to a young influential audience, and has a past of supporting Ghosty8295, a person who I've spoken on this channel about, in situations that were clearly attention-seeking. He's made several comments like, I miss the old Aqua, or you have changed. But he's only began this after I came out to him. So in these statements, he's clearly referring to my gender and sexuality. He then hid from his audience what he did, pushed me to suicide by harassing me and my friends and my fans, then doesn't apologise and brushes off the situation as old when it was only 2 months ago. Old or not, he still gains subscribers, views and attention from an unknowing audience. He then starts spreading rumours that I apparently had sex with a kid in Roblox, and starts spreading lies and slander stating that I'm a pedophile with no evidence. This claim lost me 500 plus subscribers in a day and started a decline on my channel until I spoke up about the situation. He continues to harass me behind his audience back and in a fake apology stream that I debunked, and he completely avoided accountability, didn't even talk about what he did, and had said sorry, which by anyone's standards isn't enough when you push someone to ending their life just to gain attention. I'd like to point out the fact that he did say to me after I joined his Fortnite party or something once, he was saying that after he thought the situation of him pushing me to suicide was old, he then states that he's feeling the same way due to my videos, which I literally say, videos not intended for hate and harassment, but it is still a serious concern that someone is being pushed to because my videos, which isn't the intention, but if it is happening, then you know you're in the wrong, and it can be used against you as attention seeking, right? But I'm only pointing out this fact that he could be suicidal, not is, but could be, and should make it known that he should be checked up on and also not harassed in any way to push him to that point. Although he is not taking accountability or whatnot, and he's carrying on with his actions, he still shouldn't be pushed to the same thing I was pushed to. So, next person I'd like to talk about is Ghosty8295, who predatory behaviour. We'll just start off with that by messaging two 13-year-olds. He may or may not have been trying to date one. It's up to both parties wanting to date, but that is not my opinion, obviously. And I'm not right for calling him a predator or pedophile. I'm just saying he has predatory behavior, not a pedo. He still could be accountable because it is a 16-year-old in UK. It's the age of consent. 16 is the age of consent, and he is 16 years old. And his two victims, let's say, were both 13. Recently, he has spoken up and self-admitted to making, spreading, and admitting to make child porn of his friend who we just spoke about, Aviation Prime. Victim is somehow very defensive of Ghosty, but has shown signs of concern for his misuse of AI in creating sexual images of a minor. He has a previous history of racism and has been heavily criticized for it, yet doesn't publicly address it or apologize. He's consistently used alt accounts to boost his opinions and gain false credibility in situations, such as the recent situations between us two. A really important alt account he has full ownership of, and it's called Cliffy. Now, this account has a history of racism, sexism, and homophobia, which can also be proven to only be ran by Ghosty8295. It has been proven. His claims otherwise are false and have been disproven and discredited by his consistent lies and online behaviour. His claims that I am a racist via a joke in a private server where I stated, I hate Christians, which I don't. I hate a section of Christians that are the not actual Christians, the ones that are using it to manipulate people and use it for their own benefit, which is completely against God. I used to be Christian myself, so that's immediately debunked. As a clear, obvious joke, to which I followed by venting about a serious and private situation. I did not want Ghosty using this as a threat, me evading, or any of the sorts, as this situation is private. That is why I'm not talking about it. It is a private situation, and it's none of your business. This is also proof of him using screenshots out of context like he has done many times before. The situation involving his Discord server being deleted and him blaming me for that is blatant lies, and he's using slander against me without evidence, blaming me for a server being taken down, which I wouldn't even know how to do that. That is a complete lie, and it's just slander, and I've done nothing wrong. I don't even know how to. I would have no context, nothing about this. He deleted his server and then blamed me for it, which is just lying. He also blames me and the vid that I have made on him for his depression, when most close people admit to him lying about many serious things, discrediting him entirely. I'm not saying he doesn't have depression, he well could. It's a lot like amazing suicidality, and if these things are true, then they should be reported to an adult or someone higher up, not kept to themselves. If they want to say this, then if it's actually true, then it should be taken to a serious level. He's built a reputation of lies, manipulation, and drama, even being known as the king of drama for 2 years. I'd like to point out the fact his alter ego, he mentions being an old user of his Signal Gamer, is a way to cover up his actions and the truth behind such a disturbing person, and the case he has had previously. Amazing Boy 1461, Country Aviation Prime, the person we just talked about, is a victim but has lied and been manipulated to by Ghosty8295 to try and keep the public away from the truth. This has caused him to harass me in my comments, which I've already spoken about. Ghosty8295 also plans to release a video on May the 5th, and he says in a community post that it will be an entire long video exposing the truth behind me and how much of a bad person I truly am, which is just complete lies, and I will have to go over it when it happens, which, although this can be seen as milking the drama, every single time someone makes new allegations about me, I will talk about it. It's that simple, and it's straightforward. Next YouTuber I'd like to talk about is HugoboiYT, HugoboiYT, right? This YouTuber has decided to try me, has threatened to come to my house. He knows my location. He's threatened to come to my house and kill me, and is in support of the YouTuber Ghosty8295, which, if you could tell, a lot of people are supporting this person, giving him attention, which is not what is needed right now, is it? That is his goal. He's just an attention-seeking. Now, I may not know much about Hugo Boy. Besides, he retired YouTube 2 years ago and has removed all his content. He is a VIP in Ghosty's now deleted Discord server, and is extremely active. He defends Ghosty in the claims I've put against him and states that I am harassing him and Ghosty with views and clout, whereas Ghosty doesn't have an audience big enough for me to be clout chasing off him. I made the videos to disprove the lies and slander against me and his public community post not to harass or clout chase. My videos aren't intended for clickbaiting, clout chasing, anything like that. They're intended for telling the audience the truth. I'm here to tell the truth, right? Not to lie about people. I only put screenshots in, and if I do end up making a mistake, I will apologize for that mistake. That is one of the good things that I'd actually do. Hugo's also harassed me in DMs multiple times after finding out I had snuck in his now deleted Discord server, and I was under the alias Tiana the Llama. As I heard Ghosty, amazing, and Hugo plus more were talking shit about me in VCs, and the first time we hopped in a VC, Hugo says, "Hey Ghosty, you know where Aqua lives, right?" He does in fact know where I live, and then he threatens to fly over and me. With him knowing my location, this is an actual threat against my life and should be taken seriously. He also, with my address, could me, leak private info, and send the police to my house. They even swapped me, which is a serious concern in this scenario. Although Hugo Boy has retired from YouTube, and it's quite obvious to see that he used to, this cannot be used, his retirement cannot be used against me as me hating and harassing a random person for no reason when he has literally threatened to me, fucking kill me, and everything I've just gone over. Those threats are considered serious due to him knowing exactly where I live. That's why I am pulling up this situation to you right now. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you have anything you'd like me to talk about, please leave it in the comments. I'll look over and have a look at these situations. I don't mind looking at these situations. If you tell me to look at something, I'll look at something. It's quite simple. I do listen to my audience. Thank you all, though, for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and peace.